Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure the audio quality is just fantastic on this because I did not run a test, so that is on me. But we are going to be talking about today. Well, first of all, it is Tuesdays with Turbo. I am Ryan Turbo Jackson, your insurance resource, and we've kind of expanded the show to talk a little bit more about not just insurance policies, insurance language, endorsements, things like that, but we try to spice it up here a little bit. And today we're going to be doing one of our segments, and it is the Claims and Games trivia game that is sweeping the nation. And if I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. If you watched the video last week, you might have some of the answers that you're going to be needed today to score a perfect 5 out of 5. And these really aren't that hard. It's just trying to get some awareness, trying to get the spring fever going, if you will, because today's trivia is going to be about spring cleaning, spring maintenance, spring checkups, what you should do around the house to get your home ready for the spring and beyond. So let me know how you guys and gals are doing throughout the game. And when you're finished, let me know how you finished. Are you a perfect 5 out of 5, or did you only get 1 or 2? I have a feeling that you're going to get a lot of these right, but most of these are comical in nature, just to kind of give a nice breath of fresh air, because it is spring. It looks like spring today, but it doesn't feel like spring at all. So fingers crossed. Hopefully we get some nice spring weather coming to kind of help rejuvenate the soul, because I think not only us as people, but the animals are ready for spring as well. And if you've checked your flower bed, I have a feeling your flowers are ready for spring too. So let's get this trivia game off and running. How about question 1? Your gutters are full of leaves, sticks, and possibly a squirrel condo. What do you do? A, clean them out like a responsible adult. B, hope the rain takes care of it. C, tell your kids it's part of a backyard ecosystem. Or D, build the squirrel a lease agreement. So we talked about this a little last week, and of course the answer is A, clean them out like a responsible adult. And we kind of touched on how if you're not able to, I guarantee there are friends, family, neighbors, people on Facebook that would be more than willing to reach out a helping hand. And I know, especially with the elderly here in town, it can be quite a burden to do this, but don't be afraid to reach out, because I guarantee that there'll be people out there that are willing to help you. Let's get to question 2. Spring is here. Time to check your roof for A, shingles doing the walk of shame. B, hidden Easter eggs. C, UFO landing spots. Or D, pollen-powered solar panels. Try saying that 5 times fast. And let me be honest, if you have hidden Easter eggs up on your roof, you might want to check your roof a little bit more often, because we haven't got to Easter quite yet. But as you can imagine, the answer is A, shingles doing the walk of shame. Now, this is one of those things where, like we talked about last week, proactive maintenance can lead to avoiding a disastrous result. And just a little bit of maintenance might avoid a leak, avoid further shingles coming off the roof. So it's one of those things, while you're up there cleaning the gutters out, just give your roof a peek. Or do you have any cupping shingles, loose shingles? It would be the time now to go ahead and get that taken care of before the spring storms come, before the spring rain comes and the wind and stuff like that. So this is the perfect time. And when you're up there cleaning the gutters, last fall, with the ice and the wind and everything else, those shingles can get loose where they weren't before. So again, good time to check it out. How about question 3? And this is one we did not cover last week. 3, why should you test your sump pump before spring rainstorms? A, because you like your basement dry, not an Olympic pool themed. B, it's a fun bonding activity. C, it doubles as a foot spa. Or D, my favorite, you've named it Pumpy and you're worried about its feelings. And of course the answer is A, you like your basement dry. And this is a huge thing, especially here lately. We had the very, very strong rainstorms come through last year, and there was a lot of basements, mine included, that they got wet. And this is the perfect time to make sure that they're optimal. And if you do have a battery backup in case the power goes out, check those batteries, make sure they're good to go, so that it's just out of sight, out of mind, and everything works the way it should when stuff doesn't work. So kind of keep that in mind. Let's see, question number 4. Trimming tree branches away from your roof helps prevent A, surprise roof hugs from branches during storms, B, squirrels launching aerial attacks, C, that creepy screeching noise at 3 a.m., or D, all of the above. And as you can imagine, it is D, all of the above. And what this also does is when you're up, again, doing your gutter clean out, see if there's any overhanging branches onto your roof. And what this can, by trimming those back, what this can prevent is moss and everything building up on those shingles. And especially if you're not only looking to change insurance companies, but if the company you're with sends out an inspector, every other year, every 3 years, and they see this, they will require it to be removed, because it does affect the life of the shingles, and it does create more problems. So that's normally where you see the lifting and separating of shingles, is when there is moss and stuff on the roof. So again, it prevents the moss buildup and prevents all the creepy noises and everything, and even the squirrels. Even though there are people that like squirrels, squirrels can be kind of nasty. Well, let's wrap this up with question number 5. Checking your home policy in spring is good because A, you've added stuff over the winter, such as belongings. You bought your wife a new anniversary ring, or something of great value. It's definitely time to talk to your agent to make sure that is taken care of. B, you forgot what coverage means. C, you want to make sure you're protected before April showers. Or D, it pairs nicely with your iced coffee and a porch sit. And the answer is all of the above. All A, B, C, and D. It is always a good time, because no matter when your policy renews, pick a time. One time a year or two, depending on if you're with a company with your auto, that your auto renews semi-annual, then just get into the routine of checking your current policy. Is there anything missing? Have we done any updates to the home itself? Do we need to add drivers? Do we need to add vehicles? Which normally those come relatively easy, but a lot of folks don't even think about, all right, well, yeah, we did redo the bathroom over the winter, so yes, it's going to increase the replacement cost of the house, which is going to increase the rate. But if God forbid there was a total loss, we have to make sure that stuff is taken into account, so the house can be put back to the way it was, or better. So it's always a good time. And I always tell folks too that I am more than happy to take a peek at your current policies, point out anything that I would add, subtract, make sure you're not paying twice for certain things, or just paying for stuff that you don't need. And if you'd like for me to give you a quote, or to kind of peruse your current policy, you can drop a comment on this video. You can shoot me a Facebook message. Here is the number to the office, and there is my email. I'll leave that there for you to screenshot it real quick. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. How did you do on our spring cleaning / maintenance quiz? Like I said, a lot of these are common sense. This was kind of geared towards you to get all of them right, and to kind of have a little chuckle and have a little fun as well, because insurance can be extremely boring and insurance can be extremely frustrating. So anytime that I can kind of bring a little light to it, give you a chuckle, is well worth it for me. So let me know if you have any questions. And I did kind of hint at a video that I was supposed to do this week, but we're pushing that to next week. So stay tuned, because it is going to be a very big one and a very important one. So kind of keep an eye out for that. But until then, I will see you next time, and everyone have a fantastic week.